Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Wednesday night edition of Inside the Headset. Going to roll over to Knoxville. Going to talk to another private school. We just talked to Boyd Buchanan, and now we'll talk to the Knox Catholic Fighting Irish coach, head coach Philip Shadowens, or head co-coach or whatever. But he's the head coach of the defense. But head coach Philip Shadowens. How you doing today, Coach?
Doing great, buddy. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Well, Knox Catholic 3-0 had a chance. Played Huntsville, and Coach. I don't know who's doing your all's score stream, but make sure there's somebody on your all staff because we were having a tough time getting that score. And so make sure somebody that's one of the Knox Catholic fans picks up Score Stream and updates it, and anybody can update it and put the score in, and that helps everybody because we couldn't get a score on you all Friday night.
It was a whole bunch. A whole bunch. We were 28-0 in the first quarter, and
Wow.
we put our young kids in. I mean, they were overmatched, and so our freshmen played the entire second half, and it was a fun night to see all those young kids get an opportunity to play on Friday night.
Yeah, I guess it was. And when you get that type of opportunity, especially under the lights and under a Friday night situation, I mean, I'd be gaga. I mean, I'd be probably out of my uniform. I mean, to get that much playing time and maybe to see a young man settle down and do some good things on a Friday night, I'm sure it was.
Yeah, I mean, the opportunity for young kids, 14-year-old kids to get to play in front of a big crowd, on a Friday night, that's experience that you can't give them in practice. It's something different about Friday night life, and so we were excited. And I think the kids were excited. Now our older kids, we're not necessarily overly happy because they didn't get to play hardly any, and you hate that for them because they work so doggone hard. But at the same time, you got to do the right thing, based on who you're playing, and we did that. And so it was a good night, a fun night for our entire team. Everybody got to play and to play quite a bit, to be honest. It was a good deal.
Yeah, and I do. You got to get certain reps in just to keep yourself honest. But you're right. Once and you've been coaching long enough, you can tell when if you left your starters in, it would just be more of a morale beater, and you're really not getting anything done. It could possibly get a kid hurt.
You can get a kid hurt, and you can develop some bad habits also, in that kind of situation. But more importantly, I mean, you just got to do the right thing. I think as coaches, so many times I hear coaches that they run up a score saying, "Well, I didn't like this coach or that coach or whatever." Last time I checked, coaches don't play on Friday night; kids do. So we're never going to do anything at Knox Catholic to run up the score, and we're going to do the right things, or certainly try to do the right things always.
And that was a little bit of a different trip because you come from Knoxville, you went to Chattanooga, and then slid over to Huntsville.
No, they came to us. They came. To
Oh,
us
yeah,
last week.
they came to you. That's right, they came to you. So that was it.
We
Yeah.
went to. Yeah, it was their trip, and we went to North Carolina the week before, but so they came to us, and
Okay.
now it's on to this week. We're gonna make a short little trip this week as well.
Yeah, you are, and you catch a team that's 3-0 in Innsworth, and what do you know about Innsworth? What can you say other than they're 3-0? They got to be pretty daggone good.
3-0, and they beat a couple teams really really bad. They were overmatched against them, and then they beat a solid NBA team 17-3 week 2. And beating NBA, it's not ever easy, regardless of how talented the NBA is from year in, year out. They're always so well coached with Marty, and so Innsworth has played unbelievable defense all year long. They've scored a ton of points in every game except the NBA game. They scored 17 that game, but so it's going to I think they're the number 2 ranked team in our state as far as the private schools. So got 3 or 4 kids that have committed to some Power 5 schools. So they're a very talented bunch, and Rock always does a great job of coaching them there. And somebody we used to scrimmage a long time ago when I was at Blackman. We used to go to, when he was at BJ, we'd go scrimmage him, and in the fall. And I think a lot of him. I think he's a really good football coach, and so it's going to be a great challenge for us. But I tell you what, it's going to be an exciting deal. I've had a lot of Middle Tennesseans. Since I'm from there, a lot of Middle Tennesseans have called and asked, and I think that's a game a lot of people want to go to. I think it should be an exciting game. we have some exciting kids and some prospects on our side of the ball as well, and so I think it'll be a fun deal. I can't wait. Can't wait till Friday night.
Absolutely. I would say that's one of the best games in town. You might even see Tom Krager there. You never know. I mean, he may make it out to come to a game that big.
I didn't know he still went to football games. Does Tom still get out and go to football games?
I
I
don't
thought
know.
he just
You
sat in the
know,
office.
uh, that's great. That's a good one. That's a good one, Coach. Well, what's the mo of this Innsworth team? Are they really balanced when they come at you, or are they just a run, or they got a kick and flip it around? What are you looking at?
Their quarterback's a talented kid. A lot of RPOs. He throws a lot of gifts. If you don't guard people, he's going to get out of his hands quickly. He's a very accurate passer, a good athlete. They're huge up front. They got two big old tailbacks that can run it. There's talent at receiver there. I mean, it's Innsworth. What are you going to say? They're gigantic up front. They're very, very talented up front. They're well coached. It's going to be a great challenge. I mean, our kids are excited about the opportunity. I'm sure Innsworth is excited. For us, it's a test. We've played three teams that we thought going in. We had an opportunity to, if we took care of business, to win. We expected to be 3-0 at this point, and that's where we are. But now our competition, we know, goes to another level when you go to Innsworth and start playing inside our own division and inside our own league. So it's the biggest challenge of the year. Playing against, and going 3 hours down the road to Innsworth, it's a challenge for your kids. Have to have some maturity on that trip, and our kids shown great maturity when they went to North Carolina. Thought we played well there, even though we didn't start as well as we'd want. But so it's going to be a challenge for our kids. But look, our kids have had a great week of practice. Our kids practice as good as any team I've ever been around, and every day they seem to get better. And we preach that, and our kids have bought into that.
Do y'all go in the morning or y'all go in the afternoon?
We go in the afternoon. When it was really hot that 1 week, we went one morning. We went on Wednesday morning early, but other than that, we go in the afternoon after school. Our kids get out of school at 3:15, and we try to get on the field 3:30, 3:35.
Your feeder program, how's your JV and freshman teams doing so far this year, Coach?
All right, we put our JV and freshmen together. We have on a total, we have almost 80 kids on our team. That includes our freshmen. We have 28, I think, freshmen is what our number is. So we have a really big freshman class, a very talented freshman class, and we put them in against JV teams. We don't play any freshman teams. So the last game they played was CAK. We won big that one. We went to Maryville and played their JV. They got us pretty good there. But it's great for our freshmen to have to play against sophomores and juniors. I mean, it was, we think we have a talented bunch, and so we challenge them every day. And this week, we have Bearden coming into our place, the Knoxville Bearden coming into our place with their JV on Monday. So, it'll be, we'll have a few sophomores included in that, but it'll be a lot of freshmen, a few sophomores playing against, most of their sophomores and juniors. So it'll be great for our kids. We're excited about that. And, the future is really bright as far as our young kids, but we're all, be honest with you, we're excited about the now, too. We're excited about our old kids. We have a great senior class. We have some underclassmen that are playing big time for us on Friday nights as well, and so we think the future looks good, but we think today looks good as well. So we're excited.
Well, and like you said, once you start getting into the region play and the McCaulleys of the world, and then you'll have to play Christian Brothers, and you'll have to play Brentwood Academy, and they all start getting to where they're going to be. Every Friday night will be difficult.
Well, yeah, our last five. Our next two, this one's Innsworth and got Briarcrest next week, and they play on the west side of the league. But so they're not in our region, so to speak, but we do play against those teams in the playoffs. But our five teams that we play in region are BA, MBA, Lipscomb Academy, McCauley, and Baylor. I don't know. Those are five of the best teams in the state, every year. So that's the five teams that are in our East Division, as well as us being number 6. So that's the five teams. We played the last 5 games of the year that's inside our own division. So, yeah, there are no easy games from this point on. But at the same time, we don't think we're an easy out for anybody either. We're looking forward to that schedule. We've been talking about that schedule since we got, after dead period, and Steve and I were named co-head coaches. That's what we've talked about to our kids. We know we're going to play great competition. That's why you come to Knox Catholic. Why would you want to go any place besides Knox Catholic. You get to play against the best teams and the best kids in the state of Tennessee, and so why not come be a part of that? So it's a great opportunity, great place to be, and our kids, we're excited about the future. The key for us, obviously, is gonna be staying healthy through that kind of schedule. But I'll be honest with you, I think it's the key for everybody in our league.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of games in a row that you're going to be really challenged. So the team with the best health at the end of the year, coming through all that rough schedule, maybe the team that has the best chance in the playoffs.
Yeah, and it'll be about how well kids take care of themselves if they do get a little banged up, and keeping ice where and staying disciplined as you try to recover from each game.
Oh yeah, you got to take care of your body, and we talk to our kids about that, and we have great trainers at our school who help with that, and so you got to take care of your body, you got to stay strong. We got to stay in the weight room, and with this heat and at times we hadn't been in the weight room as much as we'd like to be, but we have been in the weight room, and then next week we kind of can change our schedule just a little bit based on some school stuff, and so we'll be in the weight room even more. But this is the time of year where you really got to take care of your body every week, and we're still hitting and we're still going full contact in practice, but we're not tackling to the ground, and you got to start taking care of bodies at this point. So. And Coach Matthews has done a good job of doing that with our offensive guys. We try to make sure we do that as well with our defensive guys. And so we've been blessed. We've had one injury. We've lost the center. We lost him first game on kind of a cheap shot after a play way down the field, and he won't be back until the very end of the year. But other than that, knock on wood, we've been pretty blessed to stay injury free.
What's the itinerary? What time you guys going to leave to try to come to Nashville?
We're going to get out. We're going to get on the bus at 1:30 our time, which is 12:30 Nashville time. You're going to make that 3-hour trip. We're probably going to come most of the way to Nashville, probably go to a park, or we'll have a team meal. Our booster club does a great job of providing a nice hot meal, and we have a lot of people who support our program up in Knoxville. So we'll go to a park somewhere. Don't know exactly where. It's going to be the Parthenon or Percy Warner. I don't know what park we're going to. I haven't. The booster club kind of lets us know that. They plan all that for us, and so we'll eat, we'll go do a little walkthrough at the park, and then we'll go on over to Ensworth and get there kind of early and start our meetings and all the things we do pregame. And then about 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern time, we'll kick that thing off and see where we stand.
Coach, we wish you safe travels. Did you have a good holiday?
Absolutely. We practiced in the morning and did a little cooking out, watched a little football. Absolutely. It's had a great Labor Day.
Great. Good luck Friday night against Ensworth and come away with a win, and go Irish.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate you.
All right, see you. Bye.